Thanks for staying tuned. I'm Colin Abrams with the HGP Sportscast. The Guyana Defence Force Football Club emerged the victor of the Corona GFF Super 16 year-end tournament after defeating Grove High Tech 2-0. Here's more. The game for third place was played between Linden's Malrock and the Fruita Conquerors. The match was off to a hectic start when Ryan Hackett of the Conquerors squad scored the first goal in the 3rd minute into play, and later his teammate German Jr. in the 23rd, setting the scores at 2-0 into the half-time. After the half-time, the Conquerors sported a tough defence, but in the 85th minute it collapsed when Kester Randolph broke through the defence of the goalkeeper to give Malrock their first goal of the match. The scores were now 2-1 in favour of the Fruita Conquerors. At the end of regulation time, the game went into 3 minutes overtime. It was in the overtime that Junior of the Conquerors scored the final goal of the match to seal the win for his team. The game ended 3-1 with the top Elite League team coming in at 3rd place. The final game of the tournament was a battle between the Guyana Defence Force and Grove High Tech. This game was an easy win for GDF. It was a goalless first half, but in the opening of the second half, UC Phillips of GDF stumped his authority in the 58th. Not long before the end of the match, Delroy Fraser scored the second goal for the GDF in the 80th minute. The High Tech team never got a chance to score since the GDF sported a strong defence. GDF came out the 2017 Corona GDF Super 16 year-end tournament champions. Congratulations to the GFF squad. And for more football news, the Upper Demerara Football Association ended its annual UDFA Banks Beer Football Finals at the MSC ground in Linden on January 1. Silver Shatters and Eagles ended in a draw with scores at 1-1. In the final match between Botafogo and Net Rockers, Botafogo defeated Net Rockers 3-0. MVP of the tournament was Donovan Francis, who received a motorcycle. We turn our attention to cricket news. West Indies' hopes of winning a match in the 3-match T20 series against New Zealand were dashed when rain wiped out the second match on New Year's Day. It was a disappointing and damp start to international cricket in 2018, as the second T20 between New Zealand and West Indies was washed out 9 overs into the first innings. New Zealand were inserted to bat by a windy side that needed to win to keep the series alive. They were soon left rueing their decision as Colin Munro teed off after the early dismissal of Martin Guptill for 2 in the first over. Munro slammed 50 runs off just 18 balls in the process. And finally, 4 20-point scores helped 7 Sixers sink Suns on Sunday at the Talking Stick Resort Arena. Stanford Howard reports.
The Philadelphia 76ers built a big first-half lead and withstood a second-half barrage from the Suns, Devon Brooks and T.J. Warner, to survive. The 76ers separated themselves from the Suns in the second quarter. They led by 18, 53-35. Riddick hit a pull-up jumper, and Simmons had a dunk in the final 2 minutes, sending Philadelphia to halftime with a comfortable 63-49 lead. Broker got hot in the third quarter, scoring 11 points in the first 5 minutes after halftime, and getting the Suns back into the game. He added 16 in the quarter to fuel the Phoenix comeback. He completed a 3-point play on dunk and free throw that capped a 25-run and trimmed the 76ers lead to 81-76. Simmons scored 9 straight points for Philadelphia during a stretch in the fourth quarter. And J.J. Redick hit a 3-pointer off an assist from Simmons that gave the 76ers a 119-108 lead with 1 minute and 31 seconds to play. Simmons finished with 21 points, 9 rebounds and 6 assists, and Joel Embiid added 22 points, 9 rebounds and 5 assists for Philadelphia. Sackers made 9 off 13 shots, including 4 of his 5 3-pointer tries. Embiid converted a 3-point play, and T.J. McConnell had a bucket in the final seconds of the period to give Philadelphia a 94-92 lead heading into the fourth quarter. Darius Sacris scored 27 points, and Ben Simmons made a big play in the fourth quarter to help Philadelphia hold off Phoenix for 123-110 road. Reporting for the HGP Sportscast, I'm Stanford Howard.
Thank you, Stanford, and that has brought us to the end of the HGP Sportscast. On behalf of the HGP Sports Department, have a prosperous 2018. Goodbye.